What has changed in the political discourse with Germany since visit of Federal President Frank-Walter Steinmeier to Kazakhstan, and how Germany foresee the future of bilateral cooperation? We asked Ambassador of Germany to Kazakhstan, Monika Iwersen. Please watch the fragment of the interview we recorded earlier in our studio. Hello, Ms. Iwersen. Thank you for joining us today. So let us start from talking about political relationships between Germany and Kazakhstan. 2023 has been very significant. And on this regards, we had a state visit of Federal President Frank-Walter Steinmeier. So in your point of view, what did it open on political discussion with, between our two countries, and how do you see this political dialogue will evolve in the nearest future?
Thank you very much for the invitation. I'm very happy to be here. I think what we saw during the visit of our President, Mr. Steinmeier, here to Kazakhstan in his meetings with President Tokayev and other meetings he had, was the willingness to, on both sides, to cooperate more. So for me, that was an important political signal. We have very good relations with Kazakhstan already, but from our view, in the given geopolitical situation, it is even more important for partners, and we consider Kazakhstan an important partner for us in the region here and our most important partner in this region. It is important to even deepen this cooperation in different fields. It can be economy, it can be political dialogue, it can be science, education, and universities, for example. So I think the overarching theme of all these meetings and of the visit itself was let's look for ways to deepen our cooperation in as many fields as possible.
Kazakhstan earlier has officially stated its intention to continue to export oil from Kazakhstan to Germany. So do you see any political and geopolitical risks there, and are the partners from Germany, partners from Kazakhstan ready to solve them?
Well, at the moment I see that Kazakhstan has been a reliable supplier of oil for Germany for many years now. It's one of the biggest factors in our trade statistics, so to speak, and it's very important. Additionally, Kazakhstan was willing also to supply additional oil, in particular for East Germany, for the refinery in trade, in order to enable it to work at full capacity, which is important for the supply of fuels to Eastern Germany in particular.
But we witnessed some challenges arose, which has been
and we've had a very
this year. So
yeah, not with Kazakhstan, but in general. I mean, the whole situation, you know, makes some things a bit more delicate. But we've seen a very good dialogue between Germany and Kazakhstan on these issues, and we have been able to solve any obstacles that may have come up. So
we are on the same page.
We are on this, absolutely, and we are very grateful for Kazakhstan to be able to increase the amount of oil that has been agreed upon now during the visit of the president, and that has been reported in the news as well. So it's not nothing really new, but this possibility also to have these additional supplies, we are very happy and grateful about that.
Let us talk about logistics potential of this country, of Kazakhstan, of the region itself. So what does it open for cooperation, bilateral cooperation between our countries in your
I think there's an enormous, let's say, spectrum of economic topics we can work on. I would like to mention, for one, of course, the green hydrogen and renewable energies in general. We know Kazakhstan wants to decarbonize its economy until 2060. And we also know that there's a willingness also to modernize the facilities, to modernize the economy in general, and we're looking at environmentally friendlier technologies also for reducing carbon emissions. So all these are areas where I think we have a lot to offer. Germany has a lot to offer in Kazakhstan, to support Kazakhstan in modernizing its economy. So that is one area. Another one which is very important in our view is the critical raw materials. That has been not just the matter of an agreement between the EU and Kazakhstan, but also many years ago we already had an agreement with Kazakhstan, so we have an agreement, German-Kazakh agreement on critical raw materials, which could use a bit of life and a bit of more substance to it. So I hope that German companies are now increasingly starting to look at Kazakhstan as a true alternative for supplying raw materials, which so far critical raw materials, minerals, which have so far maybe come from other countries, and when it is more difficult there to look at Kazakhstan as a real alternative. So that is something we're looking at. And I'm happy that this year we had a lot of business delegations already who came to explore these opportunities.
Just recently, I think.
Just recently, yes.
There was a business forum.
Yes, I mean, both delegations, the foreign minister last year and the president this year, were accompanied by big economic or business delegations, and then there are individual delegations that are coming, high-ranking representatives of business.
Right?
Yes, so there's progress on that, and I think that's also reflected in our trade numbers, which have from last year increased about between 80 and 87%. Up to 90%, yeah. So it's really significant. It's a bit of it is still the recovery from COVID years, I would say, but it's also real growth in there and real increased interest and even stronger interest of at least German companies here in Kazakhstan.
You also mentioned green hydrogen, which is a very big topic here in Kazakhstan, and if we talk about renewables in particular. So what is progress on this project so far? Can you share some details?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we've had an agreement of the company, the German-Swedish company Iwersen, also with the government about the general prospects of investment here. And from what I understand, it is clear in which areas in Mangistau they will be able to establish the solar and wind energy appliances in order to produce the energy that is needed in order to produce green hydrogen. And the plan, from what I understand, is that they will begin building everything as of 2025 and are looking at production as of 2030, a full capacity 2031.
So now we have a timeline.
There's a timeline for that,
for production,
and the plans are in place. And for us, it would be 34 gigawatts, so it's an enormous amount of energy of green hydrogen that would be produced, and would then have to be seen if it is used here in Kazakhstan. Part of it is exported to other regions. So those are still things that would need to be decided by the company and according to the market. But the plans for building it are now in place. Our president was visiting when he was in Aktau and looking at that, and we're looking forward to activities to start.
Thank you very much,
Thank you very much,
Ms. Iwersen, for your time and for your answers. Thank you.